Dela writes, my MVVs, welcome. You will remain a victim of palace politics. You can't change Ooni of Ife. Tradition doesn't work with modernity. I want you to fight and free yourself and leave Ooni of Ife. They said the ex-wife to the Ooni of Ife, that is Wurola, has, called, empathized with Olori Naomi a great deal. Like, she has been very, very sad over what has happened to Olori Naomi. But who isn't? Who isn't sad? Like, everybody is sad because we all know the person that Olori Naomi is. I know that today, a lot of people that used to be for Olori Naomi, they have turned their back on Olori Naomi. They are now changing their mouth. They are now talking, saying one thing, looking for a way to blame this woman. Now, let us forget about the history of events between Olori Naomi and the Ooni of Ife. Let's talk about her reason for going to Ibadan. She went there to help the less privileged children. She went there because when she was growing up, things were hard. It's not everybody who can afford rice, afford all of these things. She knows, she remembers. And at that time, you see somebody who gives you a new cloth, you'll be so happy. She remembers. And that happened to be the reason why she went to Ibadan, to breathe anew into some of these children who may not necessarily have. But today, unfortunately, the world is as wicked as it can ever be. People have forgotten her intention in Ibadan, and people are beginning to judge her. But this is not what this woman is saying. No, I'm just generalizing. She said that if Naomi does not leave Kabiyesi completely, that she will remain a victim of palace politics, that she cannot change anything there. That the Yoruba custom does not work with any modern ideas. You want to change him? You want to bring modernity to the scene? You will be the one who will suffer at the end of the day, because that is not how that culture works. They say that is what this woman is saying. Now, you do know that there were times where we heard that Wurola had mentioned that there were things that she could do to help Queen Naomi. Now, for those of you who don't know what happened between Ooni of Ife and Wurola, when Ooni of Ife was made the king, that was in 2015, all of these seers, all of these Dibias, all of these Ifa priests that are still with the Ooni of Ife today, they said that one of the fastest way for Ooni of Ife to be successful on the throne will be for him to, incorporate it with a royal blood from the Benin kingdom. And that was how they brought in Wurola. Wurola at the time, she came in looking so beautiful and everything, and they got married. But, for those people who thought they knew Wurola, they said before this time, Wurola was a girl around, about town, that she was very like everything and all of that. So with their disposition at the time, a lot of people said that it looked as though they were never ever in love, no connection whatsoever. It was something that was not, resonating with a lot of people. People saw from onset, the very beginning, that thing might not last. And unfortunately, it did not last. I think it lasted for about 13 months or so. I stand to be corrected, the marriage scattered. Now, when Olori Naomi left the palace, and later Kabiyesi did not go for Olori Naomi until after 9 months, as we heard, if that story is true. And, eventually went for Queen Naomi and started trying to work out modalities for them to come back together, telling Queen Naomi how much she loves Queen Naomi and all this stuff. They said, at that time, Queen Naomi was still insisting that she wanted to leave. She doesn't want to stay again. She wants a divorce and all of that. But you're all aware that they say that in the Ife kingdom, as in royalty, Oba doesn't divorce, okay? When you marry an Oba, you have married an Oba. Oba will not divorce you. Oba will not ask you to pack out of the palace. People around the Oba might ask you to pack out of the palace. You pack, you go, you pack, you come back. But Oba, that it takes the grace of God for Oba to divorce you, okay? And then, as we are hearing, Wurola left. Now, when Naomi was asking, they said Wurola had come and given her own 3 cents, that she knows exactly what to do, where to take Olori Naomi to, so that they can do the cleansing that Naomi requires. That if Naomi needs help, Naomi should come to her, that she will be able to help Olori Naomi. They said a lot of people started dragging Wurola like a pass your neighbor generator. That what is Wurola's business? Wurola should go ahead and mind her own business. If she does not want to stay with her husband, is it true? Is it that Naomi too should not stay with her husband? A lot of people started saying that Wurola was, jealous and all of that because Ooni didn't go back for her, but Ooni went back for Naomi. But they said that because of all the things that people started saying, they said Olori Naomi's mother started saying Wurola should stay away from Naomi and all of that. But recently, when this thing happened in Ibadan, they said Wurola recently called. You know that Naomi has not been with her phone, and for a very long time, the way they were treating Naomi, that was then wasn't okay. But right now, they say things are better. Right now, the reason happens to be that people are putting pressure on them to release Naomi, and we are hearing that this coming week we might just get something, new. Okay, that something new and great and better might happen. So, well, we don't know. We are praying and praying that things will be better. They said she called now and told Naomi that, like, if she needs to do everything that is within her power to get out of, the life of Kabiyesi completely, that if not, she'll continue to be a victim of palace politics, that the Yoruba tradition, when it comes to royalty, doesn't work with, civilized, like this modern, kind of, disposition, right? That she can never, ever, if her intention of being there, no matter what, is to change Kabiyesi, that she would never, ever be able to change Kabiyesi. The reason is that Kabiyesi is king, and Kabiyesi in itself is a good person, okay? That, Naomi will never be able to change Kabiyesi. That they will continue to do all of these kinds of things to Olori now because they know what Naomi means to the man, and that is what they don't want. That Naomi needs to fight and come out. And that if once Naomi comes out of this trouble, that Naomi should do everything that is within her power to just live the life of Kabiyesi, maintain her life, go ahead and start her own life so that Kabiyesi can be with his wives. And they said that is what Wurola is saying to Olori Naomi. If this information is true, I'm going to bring you more update. Do not forget, these are all alleged, rumoured, and speculated information making the rounds on social media.